What's up, guys? Hope your day is going well so far. And today I wanted to cover this new news on a potential direct this week, or this coming week, I should say. So we all know that there's going to be a direct for the Switch 2 on April 2nd in approximately 2 months from now, which is a pretty long time. So this has led some fans to believe that there's going to be a more general direct regarding the last few months of the Switch 2's life, and maybe even some Switch 1's life, rather, and maybe even some Switch 2 games in that kind of waiting period. And it seems that might be coming true because it appears that there's going to be, or there might be, very likely to be, a direct coming up next week. So before I get into that, be sure to like and subscribe, and whenever this direct does happen, this one and the Switch 2 one, I'll be streaming my reaction to it live on twitch.tv/fruityshade, so be there or be there. Now, the reason why people believe that there's going to be a direct soon is because there is a planned maintenance for Nintendo's transfer user data and transfer save data features on February 4th, which I believe is Tuesday of next week. Yes, Tuesday. So, this is important because in the past, these maintenances have been an indication of an imminent direct. They do updates to prepare for these kinds of things. So, this article by comicbook.com says that the 3 of the past 5 directs have had a maintenance the day before or the same day. So, people are speculating that there could be a direct on the 4th, the same day as the maintenance, or the 5th, the day after the maintenance. And that would be great news because there's still a few things that are kind of unaccounted for. For example, somebody mentioned that there was going to be a series, an IP that was going to get one last game on the Switch 1. We still haven't heard about that yet. Also, some things like Zelda remasters, like the Wind Waker. We're still kind of holding out on that one. So, as the article says, this is all speculation, but I think that this is actually very likely to occur because it has been so long since the last direct. Actually, let's see. It was in like summer of last year, right? Yes, it was June 18th of 2024. So that is a long time. It has been almost 8 months, I think. It's been over 7 months at least, if that is the true last one that happened. And is there some confirmation on that? There have been a lot of them, dang. There was the partner showcase in August, so there was that one, and the Indie World, but the last real one was June 18th. And then nothing since then. So we need one badly to kind of tell us what's going on here. And I think the things that are most likely to occur are mostly ports and remasters like the Wind Waker. And I think we're probably going to get news on Metroid Prime 4. And those are the two main things that I would look out for. It wouldn't shock me if they give news on the Switch 2 possible titles as well. Because I heard that the Switch 2 Direct is going to be more of a hardware kind of thing that gives the specs and the features and stuff. and not really a software-based thing. So it wouldn't shock me if they take the approach of teasing some of their Switch 2 titles in this upcoming Direct. In fact, I'm not sure if this has already been confirmed or not, but I think Metroid Prime 4 is going to be a Switch 2 title. There's also going to be, as I mentioned in a stream recently, also likely to be a 3D Mario and a Zelda remake or remaster alongside Mario Kart 9 and Red Dead 2, which are the only... Well, Mario Kart 9 is the placeholder name for now. So those are our kind of like our main things that we know are going to come up at some point. Just when is the question, and what else is going to be there as well. So this Direct could be their way of helping to show that off. I have some pretty unhinged things that I want to see from this Direct, from my point of view, as I'm not like a super big, like, fanboy for most of their IPs. Like, obviously, I would love a new Mario game. I still love Mario no matter what. Animal Crossing, Kirby, Smash Bros, Mario Kart, I'll take those things, but, like, Zelda, I'm okay on. Metroid, Xenoblade, Fire Emblem, those kind of things aren't really my favorite things. But there's a few things that I wanted to mention, which is, one of them is Deltarune. Everyone knows that I love Deltarune. In fact, this is my third video so far out of 4 that are currently up. Check them out. That has mentioned Deltarune, because it is my favorite game. My most wanted game of all time is the rest of Deltarune, or at least chapters 3 and 4 coming up soon. So I very much so am hoping and praying that, because the game is so close to being complete, that Toby Fox will talk about, or he will give a trailer in the Direct. Now, this isn't very likely, I don't think. He has done, he did a Chapter 2 trailer in a Direct. That was only after the game had already come out on PC, and he was announcing the port on the Switch. So this would be a first for him to announce a full game in a Direct. It could happen. I don't think it's too likely, but if it does happen, I will actually just stream. I will be just overjoyed to see a release date on this game after so many years of being so excited for it. And if you want to see that reaction, me screaming, be sure to check out my Twitch and follow me so that when I go live and check out the Direct, you might be there when it happens. You could say, I was there. Another thing that I want really badly is Persona 6. I'm also a big Persona fan. There have been so many speculations about the next Persona game, the next Atlas title, because they have nothing coming up this year so far. They had Metaphor and Reload last year, and some other things as well, and this year is entirely quiet, empty, blank. So, people thought Game Awards for sure, right? Nothing happened. They thought Xbox Dev Direct? Nothing happened. So, this is our next time to cope, is the Nintendo Direct, either this one or the Switch 2 one, thinking this could be the time for them to announce Persona 6. It'd be very strange for them to announce Persona 6 in a Direct, though, because certainly not Atlus's first company that I would expect them to go to announce their stuff, but it could happen. You never know. So there's that, and then the one final thing that I think everybody can think of is Hollow Knight Silksong. Yeah, it's pretty brutal. In fact, as of today, Silksong is no longer Steam's most wish-listed game, Monster Hunter is. So there's the whole cake debacle and this and that regarding this game. There was a lot of hoopla. People, anytime anything happens, like the Game Awards or Dev Direct, this is like Persona 6 but on crack. People are like, this is the time. It's happening. It's happening. Oh my goodness, it's happening. It's not happening. I will eat my pants if Silksong is announced at this Direct, and I will eat my pants if Silksong comes out in general. Yeah, like straight up. It's certainly been a ride. And I would be very happy because I think a Direct announcement is actually pretty likely here because they had the Treehouse gameplay video. That whole session was through Nintendo, so I think this is a possibility. But I wouldn't count on it. But I wouldn't rule it out either. I just don't think it's going to happen personally. I don't think any of these things that I mentioned are actually going to happen. Because I think that they're going to focus on, because currently there's not a whole lot of first-party stuff going on for the Switch right now. The last looks we got at the Switch were like almost zero first-party things. They might want to close out their time with some first-party content here. So it wouldn't shock me if they kind of stray away from third parties and indie games and stuff like that. But that is my thoughts on the Direct that could be happening next week. Hopefully it happens. I'm pretty convinced that it could be happening. Time-wise, it makes sense. It's been a long time. They need something to fill the blanks between now and April. And the whole scheduled maintenance thing seems to line up pretty well. But there we go. That's the news. I just gave it to you. If you want to see my reaction to the Direct, if it happens, and the one in the future, be sure to go to the link in the description below. Follow me on Twitch. I'm always live right after videos drop. I can be live right now, so don't miss the action. And, yeah, that's gonna be it for today. See ya. What's up, guys? If you made it all the way to the end of the video, thank you so much for sticking around. Be sure to like and subscribe, and check me out on twitch.tv/fruityshade. I always stream right after videos drop, so don't miss any of the action. And with that in mind, have a great night. I love you guys. Be safe, be smart, don't be stupid, and I'll see you next time.